let's make a custom closet. We'll start with CabMaker. We're using a tall base. Okay, 1800 millimeters high. Go to tall. The top section is 0. The mid section is using the entire 1800 millimeters. Full pantry, 2 doors. Setting the door height, the handle height to 750. I know already that I want one fixed shelf at 1475, and I want 5 adjustable shelves with a 230 spacing between. So a total of 6 spaces plus the thickness of the shelves gives us 1475 millimeters. I've done the math. Okay, let's place it. Okay, now what we have is a cabinet, but we want to do something different here. We want a total vertical divider up to and underneath this fixed shelf, and we want a 250 millimeter space for it. Now that's actually fairly simple to do. So let's get a copy of this bottom shelf and paste it. Now let's reduce its length by 250 millimeters with the push-pull. So it's 250 millimeters. Okay. Now at this stage, I'm going to explode the group. Now I'm going to make a component. Okay, now that I've done this, I want to add some attributes to it. So I want this in my material list. So it's a shelf, white MCP, and it's got a C hyphen for the front edge. So it's got edging, and that's case material edging, which would be the same as the shelves here. Okay, now let's make a copy of it. Hit the control key to make the copy. Stay on only on vertical, the blue axis, or hit the upper arrow to force it that way. And we know that it's 230 millimeter spacing plus 19. That's 249 we're going to type in, which is the spacing plus the thickness of the shelf. And we're then going to hit the asterisk key for multiply by 4, and we get a total of 5 shelves. Now let's make the partition. Now the vertical partition, we're going to start with a rectangle. At the bottom corner, go all the way to the top, but we're not going to hit enter. Not yet. We're going to type in 1475, 288. Hit enter. Now we're going to grab it and pull it out by 19. We're going to type in 19. Okay, now if we take a look at it, we have a partition. We're going to turn it into a component. We're going to add attributes for it. It is a partition, and that is a partition. White MCP, and in this case it's going to be a finished end, a finished edging. Okay, now the only problem is that it's not positioned where it should be. So because the shelf gap is 3 millimeters, we want to move the partition over 1.5 millimeters. So type in 1.5, and we also want to move it down by the amount of the spacing. Shelf spacing is 230 millimeters. Okay, let's grab everything, turn it into a group, and now let's move it into position by picking the top corner, drop it into place right up there, and then now move it 250. type in 250. Okay, now let's edit the cabinet. Go to tall and get rid of the adjustable shelves that we had. Okay, let's open it up, and here it is. And we can change this edging or not, whatever you want. In this case, I will, because I said so in my attributes. There you go, one custom cabinet. And the beauty, of course, is that if you edit the cabinet, the subassembly is separate, so it won't delete it. If you had been inside the cabinet and made any changes, they would be gone when you did an edit. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.